Here we are back again, Chiefs Kingdom, looking at the film, this time week 6 from the Thursday night game against the Broncos. Kind of worked out that I kind of got delayed on these film reviews because we are once again back on Broncos week. So the Chiefs will be meeting the Broncos Sunday in Denver for a week 8 matchup. So playing the Denver Broncos twice in 3 weeks, interesting move with the scheduling for the NFL here. But seems like there's been times in the past that we've played divisional opponents kind of like that. But jumping into this game, another big win that kept the Chiefs on rolling and into the Chargers game last week. So starting right off with the defense on the opening drive. This is a 2nd and 7 right here. Just a toss play and just a great job by everybody up front. Just doing their job, stuffing all the holes. Getting Nick Bolton back, too, was huge for the Chiefs this week, which, lost them the very next week, week 7. Willie Gay getting in there for the tackle. And that set up a 3rd and 7, so no gain on that run stuff. And on the 3rd and 7 right here, almost getting to him, Michael Dana right there. Russ getting out of the pocket. This set up a 4th and 3. So this was a big play early in the game because you've got the Broncos kind of starting to get into, plus territory. Almost sacked. Russ getting out of there. Chris Jones almost has a hand on him. But great job by Justin Reed coming up and making a big play, making a tackle, saving for a 4th down. So this is the 4th down play now, 4th and 3, that Sean Payton's going to go for. You see They were aggressive, and I think you have to be in these kind of games, especially a big division game early on in the way the Broncos season had been going to this point and has been going. But just a great rush right here by Karlaftis getting off the edge. I think that's Mike Dana on the other side. Both kind of getting pressure on Wilson, flushes him out to the right. And finishing the job is Justin Reed right there for the sack to put the Chiefs offense on the field for the first time. But a big play and a big momentum or tone setter, for the momentum of the ball game, that was getting that turnover. Now this play, fun play right here. We've seen this a few times by Travis Kelce. Gets out there, finds open space, pitches it over. That's Noah Gray getting the first down on that play. And just a wild play in general. Every time seeing Kelce do something crazy like that. But he sees the space for Noah Gray. And, Kelce wasn't going to get that first down. But nice route run. And, just seems like Kelce just seems to always find the open space. Motioning over heavy to the left side. And just wide open space. Really nobody around him here. Got a linebacker kind of trailing. Not going to be able to make a play. But how Kelce gets everybody sucked in right here, which, he caught the ball. You're going for the tackle. You don't necessarily expect this kind of move. But him to lateral back just to have the vision to see, okay, I'm not getting to the sticks. But Gray's got a chance to get the sticks. And he does and gets a first down for the Chiefs. So this next play, I always love when the Chiefs run this kind of stuff, and I love how Andy really, just that old school mind and going back and just the amount of film that dude watches is just insane, and the attention to detail that this team just always puts in this offense, and just little divots like this of just a split back, run a outside sweep with Pacheco, and I think you got a tight end back there. I'm not sure if that was Noah Gray back there in the split back. And you got Bell on the right side. So just interesting things the Chiefs like to do with their formations. You got both Tooney and Trey Smith, both the guards pulling on this play. Just bulldozes a path for Pacheco to get the first down. Well, that drive ended in a field goal. And so now Broncos back on offense, and a big interception for Nick Bolton, who returned in this game for the first time in a couple of weeks. But a huge interception, just him sinking back in coverage right here. And, Bolton, not necessarily known for his coverage, but he just kind of gets one perfectly right here. And I just want to go back to the other view real quick, just kind of watch his trajectory as he moves back. So Bolton here sees there's really nothing going short over the middle. And that's great recognition and just shows the improvement I think Nick Bolton's made, because you've also got Leo Chanel who can take this check down route if he's going to back up into coverage out here. And you've got Cook and Reed over the top. I believe this is Snead up here and McDuffie. So everybody's got their man covered for the most part. And let's see, they're bringing a five-man rush, it looks like here. So got a little bit of a blitz going, and just Bolton just sinking. And even now, at this point, you've got McDuffie breaking off to take this flat route, so Bolton knows even more, okay, I can sink out here and help these guys out. Because if Bolton doesn't sink right there, that's an easy completion. If he doesn't sink back there to cover that, easy completion. Again, just showing the, levels of what Nick Bolton has, become as a linebacker. So back on offense now for the Kansas City Chiefs after the interception. And right here, just a big play to Kelsey. Kelsey just finds an open space, makes a huge play, gets downfield inside the red zone. Just a huge play. And you've seen it, which I can't wait to dive into the Chargers film from last week, because the offense got way more explosive than they have been all season. But you've seen it a little bit here and there, and the Chiefs show flashes of being able to really be explosive. And, I feel like I haven't been worried about the offense too much. I mean, it just has been what it has been. But right here, just getting this wide open space, receiver up top, taking this corner deep. You got the safety help. So everybody's back. This linebacker not going to make a play. He's going for this flat route out here for Pacheco on the check down and just opens up. Luckily, the safety sees it, kind of comes around, and he's able to kind of cut Kelsey off, because that could have went for a much bigger gain if the safety continued to trail with the receiver. But just great play design by the Chiefs right here. And again, we can rave about Andy all day long, just the way he puts the offense together, just wide open, Travis Kelce in the middle of the field. So now here's a play that was definitely very controversial, I think, for everybody. And Chiefs Twitter was very upset with this play, which, fair enough. This was not the move. I think it's Bell that comes over. No, it's Noah Gray that's going to come over and take the snap. But Tommy Townsend is one of the guys to come up and help with the push. I feel like if you're going to go for it, this was 4th and inches, 4th and 1, something like that. But if you're going to go for it here, just go for it. I don't think that this is not the kind of play I feel like you want to run on a fake field goal, essentially. You got your field goal team out there. So, if they were going to run a fake field goal, I'd rather see Tommy Townsend try to throw the ball or some type of, weird snap. Just, I don't know, something not like this. Not the push play here. Just not a good look. Or if anything, have Tommy Townsend, which I think Tommy was hurt. This was I can't remember if it was the Chargers game or this game that he was on there for the leg injury on the injury report. But either way, if you're going to use, I get using Noah Gray there, but at the same time, just, if you're looking for the push, you're not wanting your punter to be the guy pushing the pile. Anyways, I don't think we'll ever see that one again. So Chiefs back on offense at this point. Another big play, and just Kelsey doing things not everybody can do. Just a really great catch right here. And really good coverage, honestly. You've got pretty decent coverage here. You've got this linebacker down here in the bottom. He's kind of a little bit out of position for this where this play is going to get to. But you got pretty good coverage over here on the other side. And, Kelsey just extends and makes a play essentially almost in triple coverage right there. It was just a perfect throw to a perfect spot and, an even better catch, really. Because Kelsey drops that. I don't even think you can blame him if he drops that. But the fact that he catches that ball is just... So he's the best tight end in the league. So here's this toss play. This was a big play, and I really like the Chiefs running this play. They ran it, I think, 3 or 4 times in New York, and just a nice, quick power toss from the shotgun. And, this is one play I've always despised because it never works on Madden or on the games, but the Chiefs are making it work. I mean, just a beautiful play. And I really liked it, and I pointed it out on the film review from the Jets game in Week 4. But immediately, I mean, Trey Smith is one of the best in the game. Immediately getting to the second level. Pacheco's going to outrun the defense that's getting sucked into the middle. You've got Jawan Taylor on the other side starting to get out to the second level. Creed Humphrey getting out to the second level. Trey Smith, I mean, just watching Trey Smith run block is a thing of beauty. Gets that cutback lane. Oh, man. And you got Creed now all the way up to the third level of the defense. I mean, this could have broke for much more. Great tackle right there because that could have been a touchdown. The way Creed got up and got that block to cut back inside, this guy over here diving for the tackle, great job because that was almost a much bigger play than it already was. So now here, just quick out route to Kadarius Toney. Makes for an easy touchdown about on the 4-yard line here. You got MVS coming up top, kind of taking the coverage, a little bit of a rub, essentially getting Toney out here wide open. And I think Pat's kind of looking for it the whole way. Jets kind of going out on a little flat route out here. 2 guys crossing up here. I think it's tight ends. Both Kelsey and not sure who the other one is, but KT. Oh, Sky Moore and Kelsey on the top side. So KT, though, just easy touchdown, wide open on the goal line, and just kind of hits a quick stutter to the right, touchdown. Back on defense for the Chiefs. Play action, and Furious George gets in there, knocks the ball away, getting big pressure. And, man, George Karlaftis, another one that's just come such a long way. And seeing some of these second and third year guys, that how good this defense has become. I mean, George is just there immediately. Russell Wilson had no chance on that play. This one, you got CJ coming off the edge. Chris Jones is just on another level right now. And it is a contract year. So, I mean, he's playing for that big last deal. And, you can't fault him for that. And it is working out in the Chiefs' favor. The fact that they got him back week 2 is just amazing. And what he's meant to this defense. The defense looked good week 1, but obviously with Chris Jones, just different level. It's old Furious George in there getting in on the sack with Chris Jones. Back on offense for the Chiefs. This one a big run by Patrick Mahomes right here towards the end of the first half, trying to get into field goal range. Wanted a late hit, and I think that he has a gripe here to a point, because right here he goes down for the slide. It's definitely very close, and he doesn't really get him that too bad. So I think it's kind of hard to justify the flag here, but Mahomes definitely felt like he deserved one. I mean, he does kind of clip him. I mean, I don't know. That's definitely probably deserves a 15, I guess, after seeing it slow like that. This one right here, big tip and another interception. Is Justin Reed getting the interception here on this one. And the Chiefs defense, man, they had a big night against Denver. Willie in there, Willie Gay getting the tip, just jumping at the line. Knocks the ball right in the air. Justin Reed, easy interception. Quick little flat route out to Sky Moore for a first down. I just wanted to highlight this one too, just because, I think Sky Moore gets too much gripe. I mean, he hasn't been the biggest producer in the offense, but I think he does his job. And I think that the way that the Chiefs run their offense, I mean, they're just not looking at him a ton. But I do think he runs good routes. And, at some point, I think that he can – I mean, I think he's a valuable asset in this offense. So I think only time will tell to get him some more targets. But I mean, there's also other guys. You got Rashee Rice. I think that you obviously have to give, plenty of targets to and develop him. Sky Moore is just not that guy that's going to be your number one. He's a great role player in the system, though. So I just think he gets a little bit too much flack for the work that he does put in forth for the Chiefs. So big play right here, though. Just getting a quick first down on an easy flat route to Sky Moore, wide open out here on the left side. But just the rest that he does, this quick little move right here, get the extra yardage, first down. And I think that's one thing that not only, I think the Chiefs just in general, and I think just the way Mahomes plays and Mahomes is, that all of these Chiefs are always, and Kelsey as well, but they're always looking for that marker. Just trying to get past that first down marker. They'll do anything to get there. You saw Sky Moore, as soon as he got there, he was like, all right, I'm here. Huge play for Rashee Rice. I've talked about the slants and how the slants have just killed the Chiefs. So it's fun when it sees it work out for the Chiefs. You got Tony coming across in motion, so you got 2x2 essentially on this formation, and Clyde in the backfield. Quick play action and just a quick RPO really right here. You got the run pass option. You got guys getting ready for their blocks, and I don't know where the original line of scrimmage was exactly, but Tooney's pretty high up here. So I mean, that not gonna work there. You got this open on the bubble with Sky Moore over here on the right side, but Pat he goes for it. He says, I'm going for it, and it works out because, I mean, the way Rashee Rice is able to just get past the defense here, nobody is able to get to him until he gets down to about the 10, I think. Yeah, inside the 10. Huge play for the Chiefs right here. Kelsey and Tony on one side, Moore and Rice on the other. Rice lining up in the middle, and that's last week against the Vikings. He had the touchdown from the slot in the middle. Here's another fun formation and a play that was almost disastrous, but they end up getting away with it right here. But just wild everything, from the motions to the actual play itself. Clyde coming in from a tight end position to play fullback. Jet McKinnon is the running back. You got two tight ends on the right side and Kadarius Toney out on the left side. Toney comes in, hand off to Clyde from the fullback position, pitch back to Toney. You got Mahomes going out to, I don't even know, block or if it's a route. Jet's going on a streak. You got Kelsey, I think, go over the middle somewhere. And Toney just launches this thing up, which, I mean, granted, he's not the quarterback, but not the kind of play you want to see. I think live, it definitely looked a lot closer to a pick than what it really was because it was pretty overthrown. But, I mean, at that point, I don't know if Toney doesn't have any room to run. I think he's still inside the tackle box. So, you know what? Maybe not a terrible play right there. Back to the next drive for the Chiefs. This is a big run for Patrick Mahomes, and again, Mahomes just always finds the marker, finds a way to get there, and this view will really show you just how well. And the offensive line really hasn't been that bad. The first couple weeks was a little rough, but great block by McKinnon, and I mean, just right here, just looking at what they're doing. This is pretty good coverage for Mahomes back here. Nobody's getting back. He has room to step up, moves up. You almost get somebody diving in here at his ankles, but Mahomes is already moving up in the pocket at that point. Season opening. Defense is laid back, and it's going to be interesting to see how defenses attack the Chiefs moving on towards the end of the season, just because Mahomes has been able to do this all season long. The defenses make it too easy. At this point, you've got no chance in the middle of the field here for where Mahomes is going. McKinnon sees he's got one guy to figure out how to beat. He tries to go outside in, and McKinnon just finds a nice little block for him, which now this one was, I saw this a couple of times of like, where was he going? Why did he go into McKinnon? But at the same time, with where they're at in the field at this point, I think that he's expecting Mahomes to go outside because at this point, you are just looking for that first down marker. And this, you've got one guy speeding in. You got two guys, one a little bit closer, but you got one guy speeding in. And I think at this point he's thinking, if I take out this outside, he's going to be there. And I think just kind of underestimating Mahomes' speed because Mahomes has pretty good speed when he's getting chased. So he gets up and gets out of bounds for a first down. This one, another wild formation and a read option that does not work and read poorly by Tony. And we'll see if they keep trying that. You got Kelsey in the backfield with Pacheco on the other side. And I almost want to say this is the exact same formation they ran this off against, I think, Minnesota, because I think it was just the last film review that we did. So they try to run it again, and the last time it got stuffed just about the same way it gets stuffed right here. Tony misses his read and just kind of is out on that. Big play by Drew Tranquil, or Mike Edwards, excuse me. Man, now I'm getting my films crossed because Drew Tranquil had a really good one last week. But Mike Edwards right here, just perfect coverage on the tight end. I mean, there's just like no better. And this view just shows it perfect. Just couldn't play it better. I mean, he's just right there, right on him, looking at the ball, gets his hand right in between the hands of the tight end. No dice. This right here, final play of the game that did the Broncos in, and forced fumble by Trent McDuffie. Kind of did it to himself off the knee, but right here just really kind of summed up the night. I think that's P. Ryan then that gets the ball 25. And he drops the ball quicker than I dropped him from my fantasy team. So, big play. Chiefs get the ball. That's a game. 19-8 victory for the Kansas City Chiefs over the Denver Broncos in Week 6. This would improve the Chiefs' record to 5-1. Big game for the Chiefs, and we will continue the film reviews. Working on the Chargers film review right now to get that out. Chiefs playing the Broncos this weekend. I'll have a preview of that up on my Substack this week as well, so check that out, papasheroknows.substack.com. If you enjoyed this film review, go ahead and like and subscribe because I will be posting film reviews all season for the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as you can go check out weeks 1 through 5, as well as this one right here, week 6. So we will see you next time.